more than 5 hours a day.
Yeah, okay. And may I ask you, how do you spend time on internet? So watching movies, searching, so what?
I'm searching
Yeah,
and
oh,
watching YouTube. I uh, I often listen to some podcast while I'm cooking or doing housework.
yeah, of course,
Um,
very good.
yeah.
So do you normally browse website about food and cooking to, I don't know, learn some recipes?
Yes, I often do that. Well, when I have some guests come have a have a meal with our family, I often search search research the recipe. Uh,
Yeah, of course, very
I
good.
like to cook
Yeah.
by myself. I
Of
like to cook
course,
by
and you are
myself
good at,
because
yeah, and of course you are good at cooking. So of course, because of this, I guess, yeah, you may browse website about food and cooking because you are into cooking. So I think you do. Well, so the first word that we're gonna learn today is browse.
house
Yeah,
search.
for example, you can say, I like to browse websites about food and drink or food and cooking. Or you can say, I browse the internet for example, 5 hours, for example, for 5 hours a day to, for example, research something like, now you can see, to research what? Music and videos, interesting videos, so everything. So you can use actually this verb in different ways. Just the word that we normally, for example, normally people don't know how to say, you say, I am online, I go online. So this is actually the first thing that you need to know. For online, you can use be, go, and get. So you can say to be, or to go, or to get. I'd rather go. For example, I go online an hour a day. I go online. So you can use, instead of browse, you can use go, or I am online, or I get online, but go, I think, is better. I'd rather. Yeah. And we have another word that is really good one. And this verb is surf. We normally surf the internet. It means to explore. Yeah, I spend, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours a day just surfing. So to surf means to explore the internet. So,
Yes.
okay, yeah, for example, let me say, we have some, normally, old people or maybe retired people, they use internet a lot because they have lots of free time. So for example, we see grandpa, grandma, okay, they have a phone and normally surfing the internet. So we can use, for example, we can use a word, a phrase for them. Actually, a silver surfer. For example, my grandpa is a silver surfer or a silver person. Okay, so of course we are talking about people. So a silver surfer, it means a person. It means an elderly, old person or retired.
Oh,
Who uses the internet a lot. Do you know any silver surfer?
yes. My parents-in-law, uh, my parents-in-law, or my father, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, there are persons who use the internet
Yeah.
a lot. Are they are silver surfers.
Yeah, surfer. Yeah, of course. So maybe in the future we will be, who knows? Of course, when we will become retired, maybe after retirement, of course. I think about me. I have lots of time, so I can surf the internet. Well, so
Internet.
okay, when surfing, for example, when searching, surfing, or for example, watching something, sharing videos on actually social medias, what is really important, you think?
Entertainment is
Instant.
um, entertain um, and learn new things.
Yeah.
Entertain, learn new things. Um, uh, learn more. Um, uh, get more information. Get
Yeah. Information.
information.
Yeah.
Um, news. Get news. News.
Of course. And do you think they are reliable? Do you think actually, and are you sure about the reliability of information on the internet? It means they are reliable, we can trust. What do you think?
Um, it depends on what we choose to watch. Uh, choose the channel, or we can choose the channel, choose the person, reliable
Yeah,
to listen to them. But we surf the internet without any purpose. We
yeah,
will we will mm, we will watch the
okay.
unreliable. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe so of course
It
uh
depends on you. It depends
yeah.
on me or you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So you mean that it depends on, can be reliable, can be unreliable. So yeah, I do agree with you. So we should, when surfing, we should maybe get some news or get information from reliable sources. So reliable source, for example,
Yes.
BBC, okay? And reliable is an adjective. Now you can use noun, reliability. For example, I'm not sure about the reliability of information on the internet. So I'm not sure about the reliability of information on the internet. It means the information on internet are not reliable, maybe, something like. So reliable source or reliability, that is a noun and you can use it. Well, so I think, as you said, I think internet safety, keeping passwords. So internet safety is of prime importance. When something is of prime importance, it means it's the most important. The most important. So internet safety is the most important, maybe. For example, you know, we normally need to, you know, when you want to sign up on a website, or for example, you want to log in, actually the first thing that is asked is to keep your password secret. So privacy is really important. So keep your password private, because privacy is of prime importance, is the most important, maybe, is very important. Well, okay, tell me about actually you as a mom. Okay, of course, we know that children are into internet. They like watching, surfing, chatting. So, and of course, you know, different parents have different attitudes toward this, you know, so, okay, they are not allowed, or okay, you are allowed, but, you know, limited hours. So tell me about your attitude towards using internet, about your children, of course.
Yes. I used to talk to them that the internet is not reliable. Well, if you don't know how to use it, if you don't know how to choose the reliable source, and we talked about the internet is not safety. Internet is not safe for you to use, so you don't. You can you don't. You should not post something privacy about you, your privacy on the internet, in
Yeah, of course. You
and
shouldn't share. Yeah.
yeah. And the people on internet who you want to talk to, you should consider carefully about the people when you chat on online. Yeah.
Of
And
course.
and the password is not safe. You can, maybe your boss, your passwords in is not private.
Private, of course. Of course, it's not private.
Yeah, my son's his his account is was locked because he he could not keep his password. So then he has experience about he he his account is locked. Yeah. And he was sad, upset for time, for a long days. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So he couldn't. So of course, especially sharing, uploading some maybe private photos, or for example, I don't know, some private information, it's not safe at all on internet. Normally people do this, especially teenagers. Normally they do this, but as you said, it's not safe. Okay, well, so we actually had a brief introduction about internet. Now let's have a look at this part. Okay, so let's keep going with our book. Well, the first word of this actually lesson, one of the perk means benefits. One of the perks of online learning is that I can be proactive in making my own learning schedule. Okay, what is the meaning of proactive. Actually, we have two. Yeah, of course, we have two words, two adjectives. The first one is proactive, and the second one is reactive. So as you can see, we have two suffixes here, pro and re. Okay, they're added to the beginning of active to make, we call them prefix, proactive, reactive. But what actually is the meaning of proactive and of course reactive? What's the difference between these two? If you are proactive, you make things happen instead of waiting for them to happen to you. So it means I make decision. I act before something happens. Actually, when we say active, active means doing something. And prefix, we have prefix pro means before something happen. So when you say proactive, if you are proactive, you are ready for something happens. For example, I'm ready for everything, so I'm proactive. Reactive is the opposite of proactive. It means you wait, something happens, then you react. So reactive is opposite of proactive. Okay, now you tell me, you are proactive or reactive?
I think I'm proactive.
Of course.
I do something and make it happen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes I am reactive. I am reactive in other cases.
Yeah, of course. So human, of course, so sometimes it depends. So human, it depends. So if I want to give you maybe brief definition, I say reactive means, for example, respond to problems after they happen. So when you are reactive, you respond to problems after they happen. To respond, okay? And so proactive, it means you actually predict, you're ready, you actually something like eliminate them before happens. So it's something that you're ready before something happens. So let me write. It's really good to be proactive because you're ready before something happens. After that, it's a bit hard to make decision. So especially when it comes to problems, being proactive is really good. So you make decision before something happens. Okay, so the next one, approach. Approach has different meaning. Here means method, way. For example, since our life is getting much busier, a lot of people find the traditional approach of learning English ineffective. What do you think? Do you think traditional methods, approaches, are maybe not effective? In the past, we went to school, for example, we went to school, we went outside, and actually we went to the class, we attended, and of course, it's something like another method. Of course, nowadays we have, but normally people, especially adults, would rather stay home because they don't have enough time to spend on learning and going out doing something. So what do you think? Which one? Traditional approach or modern online e-learning?
Yes. Mm, since our life is getting much busier, a lot of people find traditional approaching to learning English ineffective. I think since our life is getting much busier, a lot of people find another approach to learn another others other approaches to learning English effectively. I mean that now when we um, since we are much busier, uh,
Yeah,
we find a lot of approaches to
yeah,
learn or to work effectively.
yeah, of course, of course. Yeah. So I think, you know, nowadays, maybe everything, of course, some people, now I want to teach you another word, but, you know, after this one, of course, some people would rather follow traditional methods. So they think, okay, they're more effective. But, you know, uh, when it, especially when it comes, for example, to learning, you know, most of people actually maybe tend to have some online courses, not maybe traditional methods, but of course, different, I think, advantage, disadvantage, so both of them. And this one, priority. So what is the meaning of this word? And it means be more important than others. For example, what is or who is your priority in your life?
Um, More important,
Yeah.
um, um, previous time, my priority is working, earn a lot of money. But now, my um, priority is taking care of my family.
Of course. So in the past,
In the past, yeah, in the
past,
past,
okay, of course.
um,
In the past, my
my my
priority,
my priority is work, working was my job
or
is
working. Working is correct, so you can say.
was working.
Okay. But now, of course, my priority, my family, my children, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, looking after them. Well, taking care, looking after, so it's something like you can use this words, they're synonyms. Okay. And this one, a variety of. A variety of means a number of different kinds of something. For example, variety of English courses, a number of different. So a number of different kind means a variety of. Like several. The course offered me a variety of English lessons, you know, different, so several, a variety of English lessons from beginner to advanced level. Okay, may I ask you to use this actually phrase to give an example?
Mm. Um, in my job, there are varieties of products.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would like to sell. Uh, we would like to product to provide to the customer.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Very good.
But in
So,
yeah, our
so
company have a varieties of products.
yeah, great. So, of course, so our company, this one is better. So our company
The company.
manufactured, for example,
Um,
manufacture produced means produced, okay? Variety of products. So manufacture means produce. Our company manufactured variety of products. Very good. And this one, get access. So get access to something.
the,
It means to be able to use or obtain. So to be able to use or to obtain something. We normally get access or gain access. So you can use get or gain, both verbs. For example, we get access to a wide source of books and materials. So it means they're available to me. So what I like about online learning is that I can get, for example, sometimes we can't get access to internet. For example, okay, I traveled somewhere, I couldn't get access to internet. So you can say it means to be able to use it. And the other word, of course, you can use another word that is gain. Gain access. So it's okay, but get access is better. Okay.
get access to
Yeah, of
internet.
course.
Yeah.
And would you give
Last
some?
month we could not get access to Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, of
Last
course.
month
You couldn't.
we we experienced about getting not getting access to Facebook for
Okay.
hours.
So
Yeah.
I think human. So last month you couldn't get access. So it means lack of access.
Like
For example, we can say this in 5 students still lack access to computers at home in only one country. For example, so you can say lack of access or lack access. So you experience lack access.
lack access.
Yeah, lack
Students
access. For
lack
example,
of
lack or
access.
lack of access. So both you can lack of access. For example, some people in some, for example, continents maybe or in some countries actually are facing lack of access to healthcare. So, or for example, lack of access to the internet. So you can say something like this. Okay. Well, or so you experienced lack of access to the Facebook last month. Well, okay. Well, we have some actually words here, phrases that you can use in order to talk about internet. But of course, they're different. For example, let me teach you something else because there are some common phrasal verbs that we use when actually talking, for example, about internet, or for example, when we're joining an online class, for example. What am I doing? Can you say? What
Hmm.
am I doing? I'm moving my
Surf.
screen up,
You
up and down.
you're surfing. You surfing?
No,
You
I'm
are surfing?
moving. No, I'm
Moving.
moving my board up and down. But
Uh,
I should say, for example, if you want to ask me, for example, you want to see a text above the board and you can't. I need to move the board up so that you can see this part. You need to say, scroll up
scroll up.
or,
Yeah.
scroll
Scroll
down,
down.
of course. So this is the first thing.
Scroll
It
up
means to
and
move
scroll
up
down.
and down a page online.
Scroll,
Scroll up, yeah.
scroll up.
And of course, about computer, you know the word shut down and turn off. So to shut down means to turn off. And we have another thing, especially when we use our fingers. For example, our phone like this, for example, we do something like this, okay, to check our phones, okay, to check the information. That is swipe.
Swap. Swipe.
Yeah, swipe up, swipe down, it depends. Okay, swipe left, swipe right. So it depends. For example, like up, down, so it depends. So up and down and right and left. So we normally use it when using our phones. So using our fingers, we swipe up and down. And of course, when you want to actually enter maybe your web page, an online class, a website, you log in, log out. Log in or log out.
Log in and log out.
And yeah.
The internet, the
Yeah,
website.
for the website, of course. So you sign up, now you have your account. Okay, the next time you don't need to sign up. You only sign in or log in, log out.
Sign in is the same meaning log in
Yeah,
and
of
log out.
course,
Sign in,
of
sign out.
course.
Yeah,
Approximately they're
okay.
the same. Yeah. And there are some slangs, let me say, internet slang. For example, what is this? Do you know? You may see this one, especially in chatting. You see this. This is, an internet slang. Do you know the meaning of this?
Loud of laugh and loud. Laugh of
Very
loud.
good. Yeah, of course. This one. Do you know?
Brief. Uh, maybe short. Short. Be right back. Be right
Yeah.
back. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I will
Yeah, be
be back.
right back. No,
Be
be
right back.
right back. Yeah, you mean the meaning of it? You mean the meaning of it? Yeah,
Yes.
for example, of course, the speaker, we are chatting, we're talking, okay? And now I need to temporarily leave a room or, for example, a class, but I will return very shortly. Say, okay, this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
be right back. And let me think about the next one. Ah, what do you think about this?
I don't know. Be
Okay. This is by the way. By
by
the
the
way,
way.
yeah. For
Yeah.
example, when you add something to what you're saying, especially something that you have just thought of, you say, by the way. For example, we are talking about something. Now I want to add something else. Say, okay, by the way. So internet, let me think if there is another thing that, ah,
Mm. Let me
let me
know.
know, inform me, of course, let me know, inform me.
Yes.
So yeah, there are some slangs, maybe some common slangs, internet.
it show that we are very intelligent.
Yeah. So
Intelligence in chatting in when we use online.
yeah, so of course, it's not intelligent, but it's something like there's some common. For example, everyone knows,
Common.
especially people who actually regularly, go online, they know these phrases, especially teenagers, now. If you ask them, all them, they know. So it's really normal, especially, for example, when chatting, it's a bit formal to say, let me know. Of course, it depends who you are talking to. For example, when I'm talking to my friend, I just say, let me know. Okay, just LMK, and she knows, what I mean. So something like
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and this one, old school. Okay, what is the meaning? For example, old school means actually when you are old school, it means you would rather maybe old fashions or maybe traditional methods, okay? Uh, when you are old school, actually you like to do something that actually used to be done. It's something like, I just follow the tradition. For example, nowadays, most of people, I don't know, would prefer to go online and take some online courses, but I'm an older school. I want to go attend a class, something like this. So, for example, tell me, are you an older school?
Yes, I think so. My
Yeah.
children say that you are old. I am old school
Yeah.
in some situation.
Yeah, in some cases, you are
Cases,
old
yeah.
school. Yeah, of course. And old school can be used, for example, for movies. For example, I think, in movies, the old school usually, for example, thinks that old movies are better than, for example, younger criminals. For example, I think maybe some old criminal movies are better than new ones, the young. So I think no, I'm old school. So it's something like I have a safe zone, and I think this, this traditional, this, somehow this old methods approach are better. So if something or someone is old school, it's of a style or design from time past. So
Yes, and listen to music. About some music I can now I cannot listen to my children's music.
yeah,
Yeah, and my children cannot listen to our music.
yeah, of
They said
course,
that
I
old
know.
music, old school music.
Yeah,
You always you always listen to old school music.
yeah, of course. Mom, it's, for example, so old fashioned. No one here listen this music
Yeah,
anymore. What do you like? Yeah, I know. But some of them, especially about music, some of them are brilliant, so it's something like they're very great, fantastic pieces of music. So I think, why not? Being old school is not bad. So let me write, if something is old school, well, okay, the structure of the day is really easy. So you are allowed. This one is passive voice. It means you are permitted. You are allowed sometimes, no matter who says, actually, what. is said is important. So for example, you are allowed to download. You are not allowed to upload your, for example, private photos. So it means, for example, your mom doesn't allow you, doesn't let you do this. So you are allowed. For example, you are allowed to download as many books as you wish during the course. So it's okay. Or you are not allowed, for example, to use some website freely, for free. It means you need to pay for them. You are allowed to study again if you have difficulty in understanding the lesson. So it's okay. I allow you to do something. Okay, so this one, and you can use the negative form as well. It's really easy. You are not allowed or you are allowed, okay? And you are allowed to do something. To what? We need something here. Okay, may I ask you to give example?
Hmm. Um, you are allowed to play game.
Yeah, of course.
You are allowed to play game after you. Oh, you are allowed to play game at the weekend.
Yeah, of course.
Uh, you are not allowed to play game if
Of course.
you don't finish your homework.
Very good. Of course. You are not allowed or you are allowed. Okay. Just here, let me talk about something briefly and then we can watch. About allow and let. So let and allow, both form, they have the same meaning, but there's a difference between. When I say, for example, I let you go. I let you go. Let, and after that, I have an object or object pronoun, and after that, verb, base form of verb. I let you know. So I let you know. Okay, as you can see. But here, I allow you to go. So this is actually the difference between let and allow. Allow normally followed by object pronoun to an infinitive, but let, no, actually we don't have to preposition to here, just base form of verb infinitive without to. And you can use both form, but you need to pay attention how to use them.
I let you play game. If
Yeah,
you, I'll let you play game.
yeah, I let
If
you
you
play game.
finish your homework. Yeah,
Of course, I let you play game. Now you don't need to use to. Yeah, very
yeah,
good.
true.
But there's, yeah. Okay. What are the advantages of e-learning? So, do you agree with what the speaker has already said in the video? So let's watch and let's see. Well, 7. So I need to share my screen again. Okay.
Anywhere, anytime. Online courses can be taken in multiple settings and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to better accommodate your busy schedule. Your training can take place on the road, in the cafe, or any other place you have an internet-accessible computer. Learn what you really need. Learners may have the option to select learning materials that meet their level of knowledge and interest. Travel costs. Reduces travel costs and time needed to travel to and from school. Learn at your own pace. When a student sits in the lecture, he must adapt himself to the rhythm of the class. One cannot linger on which some students don't understand. There's also no opportunity to run ahead and to skip on points that to certain people seem clear and to others not. Of course, when the student is in control of the pace of the lesson, as he is via the internet, he can do as he desires. He can skip ahead, return backwards, stop the lesson, and to be helped with the online material so he gains a proper understanding of the subjects. It's possible to view 3 consecutive lectures at the same time, so it saves time. And it's possible to view just parts of lectures.
Well,
Anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime. On
yeah. What are the advantages of
There are a lot of advantages of e-learning. For example, we have flexible time. We can learn depend on our flexible calendar schedule. And we have a flexible places. We can stay at home. We can play. We can learn at a coffee shop or study at home or study somewhere. And anywhere you would like.
Yeah, of course. You can study everywhere you'd rather. Yeah, of course.
And
we don't say flexible place. Just we don't say flexible. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, but we know before I forget, we don't say flexible place. Okay, so just, we have different alternatives. Yeah, we have different places. For example, it's really easy to study wherever you want. So it's better to say not flexible place. Flexible time is okay, but flexible place is not really, it has different meaning. Okay?
Yeah, okay. We have a lot of resources to learn, or a lot of courses to choose to learn.
Of course.
And you can save your money. For example, the traveling cost. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And when you don't understand, you can look back. You can play back, or you learn again.
Yeah, of course. Very good.
You don't write a lot. You can save material.
Of course. Very good. Of course. So you can save material. And yeah, so it's really easy to, here you can use get access. It's really easy to get access to different materials at once. Really easy. You can get access to different materials and resources. So that's really easy. And okay, now, of course, the video was about advantage, but can you actually name a disadvantage of e-learning? What is disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Disadvantage. Is there any? Of course, if there is, you can say no. It's all advantage, so there is no disadvantage.
We don't have a lot of people to react to. We lack of social connection.
Yeah.
And it's maybe make you lose the skill of communicating, lack of communication, direct
with people. I think you mean this, lack of direct contact with people. So of course we don't have in-person meetings. So yeah. And yeah, very good. I do agree with you. So of course you can. And you know, there is another point. Just let me ask you and you tell me your opinion. I think, you know, there's some difficulties with motivation to learn. You know, it's really hard to motivate someone to continue studying online. You know, it's really hard. So I think, what do you think? So difficulties with motivation to learn.
Mm. Motivation to learn.
Of course. You know, most of the time, especially about, you know, for example, many students, okay, they take a course and after that, you know, after, I don't know, few weeks or for example, months, okay, something like they get frustrated. You know, so I don't want to, you know, they feel like lazy to keep going. It's something like, you know, you need to motivate. It's really hard to motivate someone because, of course, it's not an online class. Do you agree with this?
Yes, I I absolutely agree with
Yeah.
you. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I can use a, um approaching approach. I can use this approach here. I want to say that I can learn by e-learning, but my children they are not uh, uh, growth enough or nurture enough to motivate themselves to learn, or they um, um, mm,
Not passionate about e-learning, maybe.
passion.
Passionate about means really interested in something. For example, when we passionate about e-learning, we like. But you know, when you are not, you know, it's something like, yeah, I can't. It's not good. I don't like it. It's something like they're not passionate, enthusiastic about e-learning. Of course, about adults, most of adults would prefer to take some online courses. They don't like to go out and, for example, follow traditional methods. They don't like. But about teenagers and kids, it's really hard to motivate them so that they don't get frustrated when learning. Yeah, because it's really important. So here we say teaching online is more difficult than in-person teaching, especially about
Maybe
kids. Of course, about kids is really difficult because you need to actually have an actually energetic, you need to be energetic and you need to have fun class. That's really hard in actually online platform. Of course, it's really hard, but maybe in the future, what, and let me ask you one, my last question. What do you think about future? Do you think in the future all the maybe actually the whole learning will be included by e-learning or no? You think no, we will still have traditional methods?
maybe e-learning is blooming.
Yeah, of course. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So everything will be changed in the future, I think. So maybe we will only have e-learning and we will learn due to, I don't know, some online materials or online courses. Maybe in the future. I think so.
So we will have a lot of ways to adapt. Let's adapt with the e-learning that will be blooming in the future.
Yeah, of course. We need to. You know, we
Mm.
need to be adapted to the
Yeah, we need
internet,
to be.
online, actually learning. So, because in the future, I think there won't be any classes, for example, I don't know, physical places. Maybe there won't be any physical school. so students need to stay home. We don't know, maybe in the future. So I think, especially for example, nowadays, you know, everyone needs to learn how to use and the internet, how to use, for example, I don't know, the digital gadgets or something like this. But future, who knows what will happen? Yeah, okay, my dear Mean. Time is over. We
Thank
need to
you.
go.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm interested. I'm interested in the class today
Ah, very
because
good.
you're because of uh, the content of the lesson
Yeah,
and yeah,
great. Yeah, because of the topic. Of course, it's really interesting topic. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
really interested in this
interesting.
type of topics, and I'm happy to hear that. And thank you. Have a great vacation. Enjoy your time, and just have fun.
Yeah, thank you. Have
You're
a
welcome.
good day. Good
Thank
night.
you. No matter, it's okay. We sometimes, I say, you know, I sometimes forget if it's day, night. Okay, yeah, it's night here. Okay,
Okay,
thank you so
bye.
much.
Thank you.
Goodbye. You're welcome. Bye-bye.